Hey, you guys, it's your girl Deborah. I wanted to come on here to show how to join your granny squares. I did get a request to kind of go over how you attach your granny squares, and I'm going to show you two different ways you can pick whichever way works for you. What you want to do is find which side is the right side for you. Now the back side looks a little bit different. You can tell the difference, but this is your right side. So you take the right side of this one, you take the right side of the other one, and you turn them up on top of each other. Just like that. I know I have this right here. I have to work on that. Turn them on top of each other. The first way I'm going to teach you is with the hook you'll already be working with. So what I do, I make a slip knot. Just make a slip knot. Take this corner and open in between the three on this side and the three on this side. I open that up and I open it up on this side and I stick it together. Then I put the yarn in. You stick it in, then you grab your loop and you put it in here. Give me some yarn, work with some yarn. Okay, and it's just as easy as a single crochet. Now you can do this in slip knots, slip stitches, or you can do this in single crochet. I'm going to do mine in single crochet, but you feel free to attach this however you want to. Now I'm taking mine in the stitches. I'm going into this stitch right here. And then I'm going into the next stitch across it, the whole stitch. I don't split my stitches up. If you choose to, you can. I take that in here, then I chain on. And then I just go through each one of the stitches. This stitch on this side, and this whole stitch on this side. And then I do a single crochet, just like that. Over here on this side, over here on this side. Single crochet. Dang. Then I single crochet it off all the way across. Okay, and when I get to this open spot right here, I go I go in the space. I go in the space and I put one stitch in the space. And then I continue on. A lot of people do this differently. This is just the way I do it. You will figure out what works best for you. This is how I attach. Just like that. And then continue on all the way down into this side, to that side. And I try to end in the middle just like I started on that other end. And that's how you do it. You cut your yarn, pull it through, tighten it, and of course tie your ends in. Tie your ends in as you go. Don't leave them hanging out. And then that's how you do that. And it makes a perfectly good seam. That's how you do it that way. Now I have this red one right here I got to attach. So it's so close to this color, I want to put it at this end. Because this end is, just pink. So I think I'm going to attach it here. So the same way I did that one, you turn your right side of this one and the right side of this one and face them down on top of each other. But this time, instead of using my hook, I'm going to use a tapestry needle. So you can use a tapestry needle as well. This attaches them just fine too. That's why I say it's your preference on how you get them together. There's no rhyme or reason to this. It's whatever works. And I find the same middle. I do still start in the middle of that one. Then I go down, pull a little bit of yarn, pull a little bit of the yarn to give me some working room. And then I just go in and out of each one. I don't know that. I know there's names to these stitches, but I don't know the name of this. I go around it just like that. And I just let it connect just like that. All the way through. Just like you was sewing up anything. I can say I do crochet mine closed. The first one I did, that's the one that that's the way I normally do mine. But I do realize that some people like to use the tapestry needle, so this is just another option. And I also still just do one stitch in between the space. What I can say that is both ways work up really quick. There's nothing that's a little bit more time consuming than the other. And I find the end on this one, and I go into the end on this one. Then I take the needle halfway through, turn the yarn around it, pull it down all the way to the bottom. Then I just pull the yarn through, make me a small knot. And one thing good about it, you already had a tapestry needle on your yarn, so you just go on and weave that in. Out both ways of stitching it makes it perfect, goes in there pretty easily. There is no bad way of stitching these together. However you choose to do it, both ways work well. That's how you stitch them together. I hope this helped.